What's up, guys? Welcome to this evening's What Have You. We'll get into it in a minute here. It always takes a minute to get these things going lately. I know I've been getting a lot of late notifications. I've been missing live streams altogether because I don't get the notification sometimes until like 4 hours later. So it's still happening. I missed, whose did I miss today? I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long day. Thanks for being here, whoever's here. Hope you're having a great day, or whatever time it is where you are. I'm sitting here staring at the laser wall again. So, hey, Billy, what's going on, Dustin? It's a little better than it was yesterday. Dustin, thanks for asking. I don't think I'd carry an e-bike up and down the stairs today either, but it feels better than it did. But I was wrestling with that bike some more today. It needs headset work. There's a spacer or something missing. I guess just never got put on. Hey, Paula. Good to see you. So it's like it's missing a spacer. It's the threadless headset design, fork and stem, all of that. Not like the old school where you had the big bolt or nut and you had to screw it on the fork, and it's not like that anymore. Now it's these spacers and stuff, and it seems to be missing one. And also I think the top bearing in the headset got damaged. I'm talking about the bike that got delivered yesterday. The new one, the Cheetah, which is awesome, except for the fork is kind of banging around in the head tube, and I need to take it somewhere and get it fixed. I messed with it for a while today, and it's just, without the necessary pieces, I just can't make it work. But it's together enough to where I can ride it to a bike shop or something and have them fix it, probably. It just, I don't know exactly what happened with the thing, but the bike is otherwise good and all there, and it works. Looks super awesome, and I can't wait to share it with you. Hey, Mike. Hey, stitch me up with Laney Grace. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. As it says in the title, we're not doing anything special tonight, so it's nice that you came. Yeah, it's getting spread too thin now. Every market, it seems like, is oversaturated, but you got a good way to do it on something in that CC range. You can go fast enough, but you're still getting good gas mileage, and you can zip in and out of traffic, and there are huge advantages to doing it that way, but it doesn't change the fact that there's still entirely too many of us out there doing it at any given time. I still log in, and I haven't had anything that would make me want to carry a scooter down the stairs in a couple of weeks, at least, with DoorDash. It's all like $3 stuff, mostly right around $3 or far. Yeah, Dustin, I was thinking about taking it there. There's a couple of bike shops within a mile and a half or so of here, and that's one of them. But, the best I can figure, if I need the top bearing and another spacer piece, and they're going to spend a little time on it, probably repack the whole thing, and it's going to cost me 50 or 60 bucks, and I'm not just going to be able to go do that tomorrow or something. So I'm literally, like, right behind me, I have a brand new e-bike that I'm jonesing to ride like nobody's business. It looks like something I'm going to have a really good time riding, and I can't wait to take you guys along. for some of that. But you know, we're gonna have to put it off for a few days probably, and that's all right. We got the other one working great, and hopefully we get some better weather in the forecast. I was going to go out. I was going to try to go out this evening, but there had been some thunderstorms around the valley today. We even had a flash flood warning at some point earlier. It expired at like 4 o'clock. Hold on a second, I'm falling behind. I don't know. It was just a better fit for me. The MT-09. It's just kind of a weird bike, and it just called out to me, and then one day I went and got it, and I'm happy I did. I rode a couple of MT-10s, and I've been on MT-07s as well, and I think that the second generation one, the 2017 to 2020, was it? Mine was an FZ09, the last year of the FZ designation, but the first year of the new one with the transformer headlights and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I think in that era, that was the one to get, just in my opinion, anyway. Yeah, safety first. I don't feel like getting struck by lightning today. There was supposed to be a drone show tonight. I was going to try and take you to that, but, you know, there's still patches of rain out there. And thunder and lightning. I don't even think they do a drone show tonight. Could be wrong, but they're going to do it next week, too. So we'll check it out then, I guess. Thanks to everybody who's here. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. Good to see you. Hey, Jay Stona. What's going on, buddy? So you have that bike that you like right now. But it was very kind of them. Hachi e-bikes. I got a link posted, guys. Anybody who's interested in the e-bikes. And yesterday's live stream, I posted a link to the bike that came yesterday. If you want to check it out. It was on sale. What's the price on it right now? Actually, the thing's awesome, though. It needs a little bit of work because it got a little dinged up in transit. Not their fault. The FedEx guy cares a little less about his job when it's 100 and death outside. And I understand that. But just, you know, minor thing. Let me see. I'm losing my train of thought here, guys. Okay, so yeah, right now, the one that they sent me yesterday, that exact bike right there, sitting right behind me, actually, is marked down to $14.99. Then you get an extra $100 off of that, so $13.99, which is that's a pretty good deal considering most people's e-bike prices are going. I don't know, so I can't wait to get out on that thing. Yeah, I love that bike though too. The Squirrel J-Stona. I'm gonna do some stuff with the ones they sent me. I'll like crank out some content on these new e-bikes that they sent me, and then I'm gonna ask them for a Squirrel. Be like, hey, I really want this one. Can you send me one, please? And I'll make videos and say nice things about it. Hey. No, Laney Grace, this is the one. This one right here is the one that came yesterday. And it's awesome, but it needs a couple of things. I'm going to have to take it to a bike shop probably. Not Hachi's fault, not the e-bike company's fault. They were a little rough with it in transit, let's say. The shipping. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that for right now. But let's see. How do I carry drinks on the bikes for orders? I have a backpack. Hold on a second. I'll show you. Let me set you down, guys, and I'll show you something that might answer your question. Just a minute. Okay, this when I'm on the scooters and stuff, it's got the string closable side cup pockets, and I have another little thing that I can put inside the backpack too. So I've carried 5 drinks before on an e-scooter. I don't like to do it, but if it's a good payout and it's not going that far, but yeah, that's it's a Heimel backpack. I'll post a link. Anyone who's interested at some point after this. Yeah, not a bad price. Just hold on. I'm trying to. Yeah, I heard about that Bob Newhart thing just a little while ago, Paula. I was deeply saddened by that. We're losing a lot of really great ones lately, it seems like. And that always makes me sad. But yeah, shout out to Bob Newhart, just a hilarious, awesome guy. God rest his soul. How much is it now? Landing Grace, you mean the price? If you mean the price of this bike, right now, if you bought one with $100 discount, I think you get another $50 if you use my thing. So you get it for like $13.50, $13.49. Wow, it's a hell of a bike for that price. It's a hell of a bike for $1,500, honestly. Okay. Yeah, so I mean right now $13.49 if you use my link and code and their automatic discount. They have a $100 discount and then another $50 if you use my thing. And that's like, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna do better than that. You know, than this bike at that price. I mean, they sent me 2 of their bikes now, and they're both absolutely awesome. Very well made and thought out and designed. And the one that came yesterday, that one, it's the base one too. It doesn't have the fenders or the rear rack or anything. It's just bare bones, let's go out and have a good time kind of bike. And yeah, I need to get that headset fixed up so we can go out and have a really good time. But otherwise, the thing works perfectly. I got the back tire aligned a little better yesterday. Everything works like it should. Just the headset's a little loose, and I think it's missing a piece. So we're going to take it to a bike shop probably next week, I guess, and get that taken care of, and then we'll be out on that thing. And I can't wait because it's driving me nuts to have it sitting right behind me, and I can't. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that now. What's up, Big Boys PEV? Good to see you, my friend. So yeah, what else is going on? Sad to hear about Bob Newhart, though, and Paula, thanks for sharing. That's somebody we should, you know, pay our respects to, honestly. An icon. Super hilarious guy. Did you guys ever watch the more recent kind of Newhart show with, hi, I'm Larry, and this is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl. That used to crack me up. Oh, I always remember that. So, yeah, I think I speak for everybody in Las Vegas when I say I'm just sitting here waiting for July to be over It's been rough this year, guys, but at least we got some rain around the valley today. I don't think we got any in the downtown area, not where I live anyway. But there were clouds all around, and people were getting thunderstorms, and we had a flash flood warning earlier. This place can flood in a hurry, so you got to be careful. Oh, yeah. No, I heard about Kobe's dad. Just in the last couple of weeks, just a lot of really huge names. I vaguely remember something about that, Ark Anthony. I'm not sure if I ever actually saw that, but I used to catch Newhart now and then when I could, and loved it, and it cracked me up. We've been reminiscing, guys, in the chat lately, the last few days, about TV shows from that era. Hey, Joe. Ooh, that's a mite brisk for this time of year. We might get down to 90, I'm told, in the wee hours of the morning here in fabulous downtown Las Vegas. It's been a muggy day, lots of thunderstorms around the valley today, and flash flood warning earlier. It expired at like 4 o'clock, I think. Yeah, I remember seeing them in stuff or like interviews. I want to say, Joe, hey, just let's see. Yeah, I think Janet's the only one still left. Jay Stona. Funny thing about Three's Company, I was watching it this morning, and John Ritter lived in the house across the street from my dad when they were growing up, and they were friends. And my dad just posted on his YouTube channel a thing about John Ritter on the Tonight Show, talking about him, my dad, to Johnny Carson, and that was weird to see. Wow, 101. Anything over 100, especially if you got any moisture in the air in the evening time, it's just too much. That's awesome that you saw Carson live in Burbank. I was born and raised Burbank adjacent, like on the Toluca Lake Burbank border, like in Toluca Lake, a house in Toluca Lake, but I went to Burbank schools. Rode by NBC Studios in beautiful downtown Burbank all the time on my bikes when I was a kid. I was born in the hospital next to it, NBC Studios in Burbank. Long time ago. Bob Hope had the biggest house in my neighborhood, Toluca Lake. And he used to drive by my house all the time. When I was a kid, I'd be shooting hoops or something in the driveway, and he'd drive by in his free Chryslers. Chrysler gave him free cars every year, and he'd drive by on his way to the golf club, the Lakeside golf club in Toluca Lake, and he would like he gave 1 year for Halloween. He gave out like this sports bottle thing full of candy. It wasn't him; there was somebody else there, but or handing them out. But yeah, yeah, he was a fixture in the neighborhood. Bob Hope. I never talked to him or anything, but I'd see him driving by all the time. What's up, Scotty? The new bike needs a little headset work, like I think a top bearing in the headset, and there's a spacer. It's a threadless headset assembly and stem and fork. I think it's missing a spacer. I'm gonna have to take it to a bike shop and at least get a spacer, I think, and maybe the top bearing. I picked it apart a little bit earlier. Um, they in transit, it just looked. You could tell by the box, it looked like it had been handled a little roughly, perhaps. And I'm just gonna have to probably sometime next week take it into a bike shop and just get them to repack the whole headset, put a new bearing in if necessary, and that extra spacer if necessary. And then we should be good to go after that. All the rest of it is, um, it got a couple of like dings and scrapes. Again, it's like it had been handled very roughly. It's packaged very well. They do an excellent job of packing these bikes, and it was nearly untouched in there. But I don't know. I think the headset might have just been missing a piece to get it all the way tight. The fork just kind of, it's just not all the way tight, and I don't want to ride it like that. So I'm going to take it to the shop to get it looked at because I can't adjust it any tighter without another spacer probably. But otherwise, it's all good, and I'm thankful to them for sending it to me. And the first one's still going great. It's still, knock on wood, perfect in every way. It's an incredible bike. And the new one, the one that's sitting behind me, I'm sure is just as good. Well, probably better. It's this one right here. That exact bike right there, and it's awesome looking, and I can't wait to ride it. So that'll be coming soon, guys. And if you want to know more about that bike, I posted a link to it and a code for in the stream I did yesterday. So go check that out if you want a link to the bike. And right now they've got $100 off. They knocked it down to $14.99. Then you get an instant $100 off of that. Then if you use my code, it's another $50 off. So $13.49 right now for this bike, which is pretty incredible. So yeah, check out the link in the stream I posted yesterday. It wouldn't let me copy and paste a link from it in my phone when I was setting up the live stream earlier. So. Well, I mean, they sent me the bike in the first place, and It needs something very minor that I could probably just order a piece for $2 and do it myself. But I think I want to take it to a shop and just be like, hey, this thing, if you saw the box, you'd understand why I want to just kind of have it all look, give it the once over and see, just make sure everything is as it should be. So I'm not going to hold it on the bike company or anything. They were nice enough to send me a couple of bikes and help out with some projects that we're working on. So if I got to spend a couple of dollars, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I just can't do it tomorrow. Well, I have some other things to do tomorrow anyway. Hopefully the weather's a little better tomorrow. We've been getting some crazy weather around the valley today. Not so much here where I am, but a lot of people got some crazy thunderstorms and heavy downpours and just quite unusual weather. Wow. Well, thanks, Jason. I'm squeaking by. I'm doing all right. Um, it's just it's slow going right now, but we're on the right track, and things are all right. And as long as I can keep plugging along, I'll be all right. It'd be nice to get some better weather. That'd be helpful. That'd make it easier to go out and do some things more often. But I might call a couple of shops tomorrow. Hey, Irving, I might call a couple of bike shops tomorrow, including Crank and Grind, and be like, hey, I got this bike. Got a little dinged up in transit, needs a little headset work. What do you think? And see if they can shoot me it's like an estimate or something before I go riding it somewhere with a loose headset. Man, I can't wait to ride that thing, though, guys. It's way cooler than it looks in the picture right there. And, the one that they sent, the single battery one, I'm hoping I can add an extra battery to it because they have a dual battery version. But the single battery one is like bare bones. It doesn't have any fenders or the back rack or anything. It's just like all business. It's like hop on and let's go have a good time. And that's what we're going to do once I get the headset situation straightened out. But I got the back tire on there right today. It was kind of lopsided. Well, it had gone a little flat while it was in the box, and it's holding there fine now. I pumped it up though, and it was like, I don't know, the tire wasn't properly aligned, so I did that today. That's all straightened out now. But I'm betting that there's a spacer piece missing in the stem to be able to tighten up the headset enough to where it doesn't clank a little bit inside there. So I'm gonna have them check it out and take care of that, and we'll be all good, and we'll be out tearing it up on that thing pretty soon, and I can't wait. And I'm touching it with my head right now. It's right behind me, and it's like Christmas morning and you open your present, but you can't play with it. It's like you can look at it, but you can't play with it for a few days. It's all good, and again, no fault of the bike company at all. They pack them up awesome. I've received a lot of personal electric vehicles via FedEx and UPS now, and Hachi does a better job of packing them up, boxing them up, than any of the other companies that I've dealt with thus far. So I don't think you guys are going to have any issues, and I think that was probably pretty random what happened to mine. The other one was perfectly intact when it got here, and this one was almost like 99.2%. So, yeah, we're going to get that squared away. We'll have that thing out and about, seeing what kind of crazy fun we can have. Oh, and it's got front and rear suspension, and it flexes and compresses pretty well, too. It's like a dual sport kind of e-bike, I would say. Anyway, I'm really excited about going out on that thing, and I hope you guys will join me for that when the time comes. So, hey, Chet, what's going on, buddy? I'm looking forward to riding it um, soon. I got to get that headset situation straightened out, which is very minor. But I'm going to let a bike shop repack the headset and just give the bike the once over, make sure everything's good. And then we'll be out ripping it up on that thing. I want to get some of the tire stuff too for both of them, actually. Because I want to start taking them on trails and stuff once in a while. Or a lot. By once in a while, I mean a lot. When the weather starts to get a little better, especially. I just want to go be able to, like, right now I'm kind of hungry and there's still a few bucks on the McDonald's gift card. I'd love to just, want to go walk down to McDonald's on Fremont Street at the D and get something to eat. But right now, tonight, the temperature's not bad, but it's humid because there's been rain in the area most of the day. And otherwise, it's just been super hot. Don't feel like doing anything outside lately, so that's driving me nuts. I want to go out and do some bike rides and just go walk around and do, the Fremont Street and strip stuff. And yeah, anyway, sorry. I'm just rambling on here. I told you in the title of this live stream that there's nothing special happening here tonight. And I wasn't kidding. So thanks for being here. Thanks for all the likes. Hope everybody's day is going wonderfully. Mine's going better, I suppose, all in all. Got a few things done today. And my back feels a little better than it did yesterday. And I think by tomorrow or the next day I'll feel pretty good. Hope you guys are doing well. Well, I get that aspect of it, Laney Grace. I'm glad you like it. But, sometimes it doesn't matter, like, if anything's going on, even. Sometimes it's nice to just hang out and chat with people like we're doing right now. I think so, anyway. I think it's a good thing, and I know what you mean there, Grace. So I'm always happy to get to just spend a little time with you guys, even if we're not doing anything special. And it's always an honor and a privilege to have you guys along, especially when we're not doing anything special. So thank you for being here. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the chats. Thanks for the time you spend doing what you do. Yeah, Chase Dona, kinda. I remember those days for sure, and that feeling similar. Anyway, but good call on that. But yeah, the bike issue is extremely minor, and the bike is otherwise perfect except for a couple of little scuffs on the frame, but that was due to very rough handling by the shippers. But again, like, if you missed when I said it earlier, the way they pack the bikes, Hachi versus other PEV companies that I've dealt with, a little more attention to detail and care, it seems like. The first bike arrived in absolutely perfect condition, and the second one certainly would have had they not, I don't know, like dropped it off of the back of the truck a couple of times, it looked like. So I'm not going to fault the bike company for that at all. They do a wonderful job packing these things up. You'll see when you get one, anybody who's getting one of these bikes. Um, and, the one that they've sent before that I've been riding is just, man, I love riding that thing. It's such a good bike. And I was so excited when another one showed up yesterday. And I know, I mean, I can already tell I'm going to love it just as much, if not more, because it's like more for the configuration that they sent me, the spec, if you will, is for just going out and tearing it up and having a good time. And that's what we're going to do here pretty soon, especially when the weather gets better. But I think the first one, the black one, the Leopard Pro, she tells me there's another battery coming for that soon, or she's going to send me another battery for that. So I think that's the one we're going to ride to Santa Monica. I think it'll do the job nicely, and I'm glad that this one's here now, because we can use that one with the smaller battery. It's the single battery one, for all the around town rides and hitting trails once in a while over on like Sunrise Mountain and stuff. So yeah, that should work out nicely, I think. But I should be able to get the one behind me, the new one, squared away by the Wednesday night bike ride. But if not, we'll take the old one, which still has the wheel lights on it and stuff like that. It's decked out. It's good to go. So it's nice to have options, though. Anyway, but shout out again to Hachi or Haoki, however you pronounce it. They're an awesome company. The bikes are incredible. I mean, exceeded my expectations on every level. I got two of them sitting right behind me, so I can speak from experience. And the company seems to really have an interest in, just kind of leading the e-bike game, more or less. So I posted a link to the new bike in yesterday's live stream. Now it's there in the description if you want to go check it out. And they gave us a discount code too, so you can save an extra $50 on top of any deal that they have, I guess, going. So it makes the one that they sent yesterday $13.49, which is and it's an incredible amount of value. It would have been about 2 years or so ago now. They were like $2,400 each at the time. Cabo Wolf Warrior X Pro scooters had just been out for a little while. The X Pro, and yeah, I had a couple of those, and that thing was, at the time, $2,400, and it was faster than the e-bikes, but like the value otherwise, it had a pretty decent battery too. But I mean, otherwise, I think this bike, like that thing, for $1,000 less, is just a whole lot more valuable in my opinion. And I've had a chance to try them both now. Hold on. Yeah, could be. Well, I've had some issues with discs and just, poor alignment, spine alignment, and sometimes it just needs a couple of days, 2 or 3 days to sort itself out, and it usually does. I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. I'm still not ready to carry an e-bike up and down the stairs, I don't think, but probably by tomorrow. Hey, Steve-O. No, hey, glad you're here though. And I've been hearing that. A lot of late notifications coming in. Or I've been getting late notifications too, but great to see you anyway, and thanks for being here. Oh yeah? Let's see. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Big Boy TV. The struggle is real. I understand. Believe me. But I hope it gets sorted out as quickly and easily as possible. Big Boys PV, but good to see you. And Steve-O, thanks for popping in. Sorry you got the notification late. I don't know what's going on with that. I've been getting late notifications too. I was talking about that earlier in the stream, and a lot of you guys have mentioned getting notified late or sometimes not at all when I know you have the notifications on. So I don't know what's going on with that. I hope YouTube gets it sorted out. But shout out to all of you guys who made it. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for taking some time on a Thursday night or whatever time it is where you are. It's 7:17 p.m. in downtown Las Vegas. On a cloudy day. Everybody got rain but us, it seems like today. Or East Valley got a lot of rain. Like mountains edge areas. Sorry, I can't talk today. One of these days I'll get a good night's sleep. Hopefully today or tonight. We'll see. But yeah, lots of edges of the valley. Oh man. Somebody did something generous. I heard a Cash App notification. Give me a second here. Oh, Chris. Thank you, buddy. Big Boys PV. Coming through with the Cash App. I appreciate that, my friend. Never necessary, but always very, very much appreciated. Your kindness and generosity is really something, man. You've been a good friend and a good friend to the channel for a very long time. And I appreciate that. Don't ever feel that you have to do something like that. But thank you. Thank you. And thanks everyone who hit the like button. Thanks to everybody just for being here. Thanks for, it helps if you even just go check out the link that I posted in yesterday's live stream for this bike that they sent me yesterday. I couldn't copy and paste it to this live stream, or I would have. But it's there in the other one along with a discount code. But even if you just go, if you're thinking you might like to have an e-bike one day, use my link to go check out this site. I get credit for the click, and that goes a long way with this company. They're trying to build their brand, and I'm trying to help them. So if you think you might be in the market for something that they offer one day, go check them out. Use my link. It helps a lot. You can get some ideas if you're just getting started looking for an e-bike, for instance. I know I've always been more into scooters myself up until recently, and now I'm really starting to appreciate the e-bikes for longer rides especially, and just using the scooters for just buzzing around town, shorter trips and stuff, which I think they're still, they're still better for that. If I'm going half a mile down the road, I don't want to carry a big bulky e-bike up and down the stairs. I'll just use a scooter. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I don't know about that, Scotty. I've been successfully single for quite a while now, and that makes it easier to do the things that I'm trying to do with my YouTube channel, for instance. I'm not opposed to somebody coming along but you're not gonna catch me out looking. uh, thanks, Scotty. Man, I'm tired. I just haven't been sleeping well for the last couple of weeks. Just, I don't know what my problem is lately, honestly. I think it's my attitude. I better straighten up. Hey, Miss A. Miss A is here. Good to see you. As always, thanks for being here. Oh, I'm doing a lot better today, Miss A, and thank you. Thank you for asking. How are you, Miss A? Yeah, you're right, Scotty. I do have more bikes than pillows. You only really need one pillow, right? Unless you like to stack a bunch of them, which I get that. I used to do that. I still do that, I guess, sometimes. But, yeah, you can never have too many bikes. But I only need one pillow. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it, Miss A. And thank you so much for always popping in and saying hello and doing what you do. And it's always wonderful to see you. So, anybody got any fun plans for the weekend? Miss A, I should hopefully have it ready for next week. Excuse me, sorry, it's dry in here. I need to, well, I've done about as much as I can do with it. I need to take it to a bike shop, and they probably have like one little piece that's going to help me make it 100%, and then I just want to have them look it over because the box got really dinged up. It was handled roughly, but the thing was packaged beautifully. But I think the bike's all ready to go except for a little work with the headset, so I'm going to take it to a bike shop probably Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday. Maybe Saturday if anybody's open. And see what's what with it. Just have them look it over and fix the headset properly so that we're not going to have any issues with it. But the bike is otherwise 100%. It powers on. The motor's perfect. The battery's good. Everything works as it should. It's awesome, and I can't wait to ride it. Yeah, the night is young. Feels late to me. It's only 7:30 going on 7:30 here, and it feels like bedtime. It felt like bedtime when I got out of bed this morning, but it really does now. I did a lot of mundane, unimportant but kind of important things today, and that always wears me out. But yeah. What else was I going to tell you about? Something else happened. Oh, I heard on the news this morning, they're saying that the The Hard Rock guy, they just shut down the Mirage, day or yesterday, was it? Um, and it's going to become the Hard Rock, the seminal Hard Rock group, Las Vegas Hard Rock. And they're going to build that guitar-shaped hotel where the volcano is now. The guy wanted to make it like 100 stories. It would have towered over everything on the strip, but now it's going to be more like 70 or 60 something, which is still, I think, ridiculous. And anyone whose view it's blocking is probably going to have some things to say about it. But yeah, that was going to be way bigger, and they told him no. And I guess that's good. So there's some local news for you today, guys. Yeah. A lot of things have a tendency of going hand in hand around here. Ooh, the air conditioning is nice and cool tonight. Yeah, that's what I was hearing, Scotty. That's a lot of downtime. I can't believe that they want to do that much to it. And I meant to say this in another stream recently. They could have been heroes here. The Seminole Hard Rock group could have come in and said, we bought the Mirage because we want to preserve it and restore it to its original luster and everything like that, and left it like that for a while, got all the locals on board, had some good casino rewards and stuff. They should have done it that way. But now they're making all the locals and everybody who loved the Mirage kind of hates them right now. And they're going to be down for 4 years. That seems, I don't know, to me it seems like they're doing it wrong. But again, it's not my money. I'm not the one who has the say. So we'll see how it turns out for them. But 4 years, 4 hours, 4 years, that's a lot of time without any money coming in when you've paid what you've paid to have a property on the Las Vegas Strip. So thanks for all the likes, guys, and everybody who's here. Thanks again, Big Boys PEV, for the Cash App. Most appreciated, my friend. So, and I was going to go get groceries in the morning. I'm definitely going to go get groceries in the morning. It's supposed to be a nice brisk 90 degrees when the sun comes up. Brr, I know, right? I'm going to have to get my coat out for that one. It's only going to be 90 degrees in the morning. So that's why I go. That's why I like to be the first one at the grocery store when they open at 6 a.m. is so I can get back here before the sun is overhead and cooking me to death. So I gotta run around and do a couple of things tomorrow. I charged up the Highboy S2R Plus. I gotta do 3 or 4 things in the morning on that, and I'll probably check in with you at some point if I'm out and about. So if you're available, it'd be lovely to see you. But I know, life involves responsibilities, and we can't always just be out screwing around on scooters and whatnot. So, yeah, exactly, Irving. I hope nobody freezes to death tonight when the low gets down to 90 degrees. I still log in for deliveries. Like, I'll take an Uber Eats and stuff once in a while. I'll kick a scooter out, take like one delivery, and come back. You're not going to get rich, in my opinion, off of doing food deliveries around here anymore. I still do it though, a little bit, once or twice here and there. Get some lunch money or something. There's still value in it occasionally. And hey, Dean, good to see you, buddy. But yeah, depending on how you do it, I guess you can still make a little money around here. And I know some people, they're still doing okay, but I don't know if it's ever going to be like it was in the good old days. But I still like it for a few extra bucks here and there. I'll try next time. I only, like I said, I'll sit here early in the morning and wait and see if I get like a good Uber Eats or something close by or close enough by to where I'll just, run the scooter out for one delivery and then come back. So I don't really have time to check in with you. Yeah. No, with DoorDash, that seems to be the theme lately. Long rides, low pay. But yeah, I'll take you out sometime again soon, guys, or eventually, and we'll do some deliveries. What else was I going to tell you about? Something happened earlier and I can't remember now. There's been a lot of that lately. Just not enough sleep and days are running together. And it's always Monday. Even when it's not. What are you going to do? Such is life. We keep going. Uh-oh. Thank you, Miss A. I appreciate that. I put some of the tire junk in there, the tire sealant, in my wish list. We need to get some of that for the e-bikes, especially if we're going to be taking them out in the trails and stuff and going on long journeys and stuff. But thank you, Miss A, for posting that link. And speaking of links, and hold on, I'll tell you what I know about Mike in a minute. Speaking of links, I posted the link to that, the new e-bike that's sitting right behind me, and yesterday's live stream. It's there now. If you go in the description, if you want to go check out the e-bikes on the Hachi website, they make some pretty cool bikes, and they have some really good deals too. But if you use my link, it lets them know that I'm telling you guys about them, they can track it that way. So even you don't, I don't expect anybody to buy anything if you're not in the market for one. Please don't. You know, don't feel obligated to buy an e-bike if you don't really want one. But if you're thinking about it, go check it out. Check out the link I posted in yesterday's live stream, and that way they know I'm telling you guys about them, if nothing else. So that's helpful. And Dustin, Mike seems to be well. I've only seen him a couple of times in passing. He's always talking to somebody. Looks like he's got a new cast on though, and seems to be on the mend from what I can tell. But I'm gonna catch Mike when he's not busy here and get the lowdown. But as far as I can tell, he's doing all right, and he'll probably be out. Hopefully not hurting himself again soon, but he'll come out hopefully again. You want a payment program? There are options. If you're talking about like for a bike or something, there are payment options. A lot of ways to do it these days. I'm not sure that I have. Scotty, can't say that I have. Doesn't ring a bell anyway. Oh. Don't want my laptop screen to go dim. It's providing backlight. So let's see, what else? What else was I going to tell you about? Yeah, today was just kind of like a turn your brain to mush kind of day for me, anyway. Just like not fun things that needed to be done, though, you know. Oh, that's cool. Nothing wrong with an alarm system. Definitely. I like folding bikes myself. I'd like to have one. I'd probably, take e-bikes out for shorter rides more often if I had a folding bike or smaller, lighter bike. Like they have one called the Squirrel, which I would like to get at some point. I would buy, actually, if I were in the market for a bike like that. I would buy the Squirrel. But I know there's a lot of good choices out there. I haven't seen them all, but my experience with this company. Wow. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. The price is right, that's for sure. Hachi's folding e-bike, the Squirrel, the little one. It's still like a pretty chunky bike. Actually, will be $849 now, I think, with if you use my link and code. But yeah, there's a lot of cheaper e-bikes now. That Highboy one, the little one that I wanted to get, and I was hoping, I gave them the opportunity to work with me. They reached out and threatened to, actually. It's like, we want to do stuff with you. We even want to pay you to make videos. I said, okay, that sounds good. Why don't we do that? And then they didn't. I was going to get them to send me one of their little bikes. It's like $390. Oh, you like that one too? Big Boys PV. It's cool, man. Straight up. I like it. But if you're talking about either the squirrel or the little highboy one, I still, even though highboy, um, I shouldn't even be saying their name right now. Um, I still like that little bike, if we're being honest. But the squirrel over here, let's hold on a second, guys. Let's go look at the squirrel for a while. Hold on, where is it? They just have a lot of cool bikes, man. This company, they have that like motorcycle one with a 1,000 watt hub motor that everybody says is pretty fast and cool and has a big battery. Um, they just make a lot of cool bikes. I want to have them all eventually, seriously. But if I were to buy one, I think this would probably be the one that I got next. But if they're watching, I'll take whichever one you want to send me. Two of them so far, the Cheetah and the Leopard Pro, both awesome and wonderful. We're gonna have a lot more fun on those. But yeah, that's that's my favorite little foldable bike, I think, right there. I think it's awesome looking. It has the fat tires with the tan sidewalls and stuff. I don't know. I just like that thing a lot. Yeah, there's a bunch of bikes smaller than that, Scotty. Like the one that I was mentioning, Big Boys PV knows about it. The little Highboy bike, if you use my linking code for that, it's like $390 is what it works out to. And it's a small bike, but it's cool looking. I'd like to have one, honestly. I like the little bikes. There's some cool little bikes, little e-bikes that go in the Wednesday night bike ride. And they seem to have enough range for it, most of them. Anyway, I've seen some guys on little bikes in there for the whole ride. So I'll still get that little highboy bike probably one of these days, even though I'm partnered with Hachi now for things. Which, first and foremost, these bikes are awesome. And I'm not just saying that because they send them to me. But like if it sucks, I'll tell you. Like with the Unagi scooters, man. Some people seem to really like those for some reason. Some people in the comments on that video that I did are like, "You're wrong about it. It's a good scooter and everything." And it's not. I promise you, it sucks. The Unagi scooter, the Unagi Model 1 Voyager. They sent me two of them. They were both junk. The company sucks. So, and they wanted to pay me like $300 commissions to tell you guys to sign up for their stupid crap. And I wouldn't sell you guys out like that. So yeah, um, when I tell you that the Hachi e-bikes are good, it's because they are good and I love them. And I asked them to sponsor me on projects because I like their bikes and their company. So, oh, it's sold out? Wow. I saw one in the Wednesday night bike ride. There's another company that sells the same bike, and it was one of those, but it's exactly the same thing. Um, and it looked really cool. I can't remember the name of the other one though, but I swear it's exactly the same bike, and they just each put their own name on it. But nevertheless, I'd get one. I think it's cool. For 390 bucks anyway, I'd get one. But if you want to spend a little more than that, I'd get that right there. I like that color too. I had a PK Ripper in that color, SE Racing PK Ripper 20-inch loop tail in like that baby blue color, and that was one of the most favorite BMX bikes I've ever had. And this little bike right there reminds me of it, but like in e-bike form. I just got lost in the laser there for a minute. Oh, man. So let's see. Yeah, I got to get up super early. Got to go to the, grocery shopping first. They don't open until 6 in the morning. I don't have coffee. I ran out of coffee. I can't even have coffee before I go get more coffee at the store. I could go to 7-Eleven super early when all the... No, I probably shouldn't do that, actually. I can wait. I'll just go to Smith's and get coffee and all the other stuff that I need. Yeah, well, I could see a lot of advantages to having a lighter bike right now. I mean, there's two of them behind me that are large and kind of awkward to carry. One of them is 77 pounds, one of them is 73 pounds. And every time I carry something that size and weight up and down the stairs, I think of how much nicer it would be if it weighed a lot less than that. Oh, the dirt bikes and stuff. Like the 20-inch dirt bikes were probably on average like 20 to 25 pounds. Most of my bikes, 20-inch bikes, are probably around 20 to 22 pounds, maybe. So, but once you put a hub motor and a battery and some controls and all kinds of other stuff on there, they get a little heavy. Even the lighter ones are still much heavier than like a BMX bike or something. Yeah, I mean, I remember being a kid and thinking, 6 or 7 years old, man, my bike's heavy, it weighs 25 pounds. And now it's like, compared to e-bikes, you can pick it up and throw it around. Hell, my scooter, my small light scooter, the Highboy S2R Plus with the removable battery, is 31.5 pounds. So even small light electric vehicles are still kind of heavy, relatively. Whew, the air conditioner's working fine today, knock on wood. I'm getting blasted where I'm sitting right now, but it feels nice compared to all the really hot weather we've had lately. Some nice cool air hitting me in the face is rather pleasant. So better check my notifications, trying not to miss anything here. Some things will sneak in on me once in a while. Thanks again, Chris, Big Boys PV, for the Cash App. Most appreciated, my friend. So yeah, we'll go get groceries in the morning. Well, I probably won't bring you guys along for that. I've seen people rolling their scooters through the store again lately. I think they've given up on not letting us do that anymore. Some idiot tripped over a kick scooter in the grocery store and tried to sue the store, and then they had to say you can't bring your scooter around, or you can't roll your scooter through the store anymore. So I've been folding it up and putting it in the shopping cart. But the last couple of times I've seen people rolling their scooters through there. And I don't know what's up with that, because they told me I wasn't allowed to do it anymore. But I guess they don't care now. I don't know. So if that turns out to be true, maybe I can, take you shopping with me sometime. Probably not tomorrow. We'll test the waters and see. Anyway, I don't know. Look for that. I go to the grocery store like every 2 or 3 days anyway. So I'll try it out tomorrow. I'll see if they'll let me just walk the thing through the store. And if so, then maybe next time you guys can come too. Oh, yeah. By all means. Yeah, can't keep the dog waiting, but thanks for coming back. Hope you and the dog had a good walk. Oh, now it's getting kind of chilly, but that's good. That's a good problem to have. I'd rather the air conditioning be too cold than not cold enough. Thank goodness for air conditioning this time of year. We wouldn't survive in Las Vegas. Certainly wouldn't have survived, most of us, many of us, this year without air conditioning. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Thanks again, Big Boys PEV, for the Cash App. Thanks, Miss A, for posting links and doing all that kind of stuff all the time, and just hanging out. Of course, Miss A, we love you, and it's always great to have you here. And everybody, and if you want to go check out some awesome e-bikes, I posted the link from the one that they sent me yesterday in the live stream that I did yesterday in the description. It's there now. And even if you just go click on the link and check out the bikes, you don't have to buy anything. But they know if you use my link that, I've been saying nice things about them. And that helps a lot. So if you guys think you might be in the market for an e-bike at some point, or if you just want to go look, use my link. I posted it in the description of yesterday's live stream. They have some really cool bikes, guys, and 2 of them are sitting behind me now. And I'd like to complete the set, honestly. I really like every bike that they make. I want one, and that's not an exaggeration. I mean, I really want the entire lineup. I couldn't possibly fit them all in this tiny apartment. I had to move a lot of things around to be able to have 2 of them in here. But yeah, anyway, they're cool bikes, guys. Anybody who's interested, go check out the link that I posted in yesterday's live stream description. Yeah. And my brain is on just like autopilot right now, and that's running out. Like, we're almost out of autopilot. I think I might actually sleep well tonight. I hope so anyway. I've been waking up like I'm either too hot or too cold lately. I hope I'm not starting menopause, but you never know. I'm getting to that age. So, but anyway, hopefully I can sleep a little better tonight. Oh, yeah, it happens. You know, the clock keeps ticking. Lenny Grace and everyone. Um, you know, it's only ever going in one direction. We're always only ever getting older. Always. Well, hopefully it's easier, Laney Grace. Uh, I couldn't exist without air conditioning this time of year. Especially when I'm sleeping, especially, I like to be cooler than hot. Um, or cooler than warm. I would say even in the wintertime, I'd rather be a little bit cool. Let's see. Uh, I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that in the chat, Laney Grace, and don't get more personal with anybody than you want to. I know a lot of things about you, considering the fact that we're close personal friends, but, you know, I know. But anyway, you know, I'm sorry for things that you've been through. I was wearing a hat. I'm wearing that hat. The boys, I don't want to say let us down this year. The team as a whole, that includes management and owners and stuff, let us down this year. But we lost some more of the original misfits, like Marchessault, Jonathan Marchessault. How the hell are you going to let him go? He wanted 2 more years in his contract, and they said no. What the hell, man? But in any case, this is our team. Go Knights, go. Even though I got a bone to pick with some of the people that call the shots. Let's see. No, don't worry about anything, Laney Grace. You're good. No, it's all good. But we're all friends here, Laney Grace. You know that. So, you know, say what you want to say. But, you know, don't let too much out if you don't want to. Can we get to 37 likes, guys, tonight? Looks like there's only a few of you still here, so I don't even know if there's anyone here who hasn't hit the like button already. But shout out to everybody who's hit the like button so far. I appreciate that. I hope everybody is enjoying their whatever time it is where you are. It is 7:50 something p.m. in Las Vegas. Feels like bedtime, even though it's like not even all the way dark yet. It's just one of those days, I guess. I woke up sleepy and it's been getting worse as the day goes on, and I have no coffee right now. I'm gonna have to get up and go to the store without coffee and get some coffee. And I don't know. I'd rather not ever wake up and not have coffee available ever again for the rest of my life. It's my one vice. I quit smoking. I quit doing lots of other nasty habits and stuff over the years, but coffee, nope. We're not gonna stop doing that. Anyhow, guys, I've been sitting here rambling on about nothing for a while now, but I've enjoyed the some back and forth, the comments and the interactions and the time that we get to spend together. It always means a lot to me, and I'm always grateful to have you guys here. So, hope everybody enjoyed tonight's little what have you, and hope everybody's weekend goes well. I'll check in with you tomorrow. We're gonna do something. Maybe it'll be in the morning. I gotta run around and do a few things. Could be I check in with you then. Could be in the evening. Could be both. I don't know. If it's not too hot tomorrow, maybe we'll go walk around later. No promises. But it's not going to be 118 degrees tomorrow. So we'll see. I don't know. But anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out for a while tonight. Thanks for all the comments and moderating and lurkers. Shout out. Even if you're just lurking quietly in the dark, it's great to have you here. So shout out to the lurkers as well, and chatters and moderators. And if you made it to any portion of the stream tonight, thank you. Check out the link that I posted in my other yesterday's live stream for the e-bike that came yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can do, Dustin. But anyway, thanks again, guys. Hope your night goes well, or whatever time it is where you are. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you sometime tomorrow, I hope. So be well, have a good day, and see you soon.